Hi there guys, and welcome to this episode. Now today that this film goes out is the 11th of March. Probably doesn't say a lot to a lot of people, but it does mean that it is exactly 6 months to Ford Fair. Ford Fair is the 11th of August this year, and that means it's 6 months away. So I thought I'd come on now and just give you a bit of an update as to how it's going with Alice here and the journey, my plans and all the rest of it. I have touched on certain things, but I thought I'll go into them slightly more in detail and just to let you know what's happening basically. So if you don't already know, I'm going to Ford Fair. So Mrs. the Mechanic and I planning on taking Alice all the way from the top of Sweden, right up here on the map, all the way through Sweden, through Europe and then over to the UK for Ford Fair at Silverstone. Now, as you can see on the map, I live just underneath the polar circle, so it's a fair distance. In fact, it is over 3,000 miles there and back, so it is a really long distance to drive. So as you might have known if you've been watching my videos, I'm getting Alice ready for her final MOT to be able to get her back on the road again. And at the moment, so far, I've got the exhaust finished, I hope. I say I hope because I'm not really sure, it's not been tested yet. I do have the test booked for the beginning of April with Gustav. So I hope at that point we can get the exhaust down in sound because it was far too loud the last time we tested it. So hopefully we'll get the sound back down again to where it should be. And I'm quietly confident actually. We drove this out the other day as we cleaned the workshop, and it sounded so much quieter than what it used to. As you'll see in the video that I put out yesterday, the Alta Rundown video, it's still winter up here. The snow is going, the roads are starting to get bare and the snow is starting to disappear. We're not there yet, but we are getting there. So I'm hoping that before April and before Gustav gets here, the road is bare enough that I can nip out with Alice here and take her up the road and do a quick sound test on it with my, I know it's with my phone, but I'll be able to do a quick sound test and hopefully that should give me a good idea as to whether it will be allowed to go through the MOT or not. Now, Mrs. the Mechanic and I have chosen to do the journey in 5 days. And I say chosen the journey in 5 days because we could have chosen to do it in around about 3 days. The problem with that is it would have meant driving for between 12 and 14 hours per day for 3 days. And I don't really fancy that. What I'd like to do, and what Mrs. the Mechanic would like to do, is do some stops along the journey. So we're going to do driving of around about 8-ish hours a day. So that's only 4 hours driving per person. So it's not too much for the pair of us, basically. And as I say, we want to be able to stop on the way. Perhaps get to have a look at some other cool cars. I'll put my details down below, so if you want to send me an email or anything, then do that. I'll put my social media up there as well, so you've got my Instagram and my Facebook, and you'll be able to send me a message there. So the plan that we're going to do, like I said, 5 days we're going to do. So the first day we're planning on around about 8 to 8.5 hours driving. So that's going to take us from where we live all the way down to somewhere called Gävle, which is pretty much in the middle of Sweden. Now that is a journey of, at the moment, looking at Google Maps, of about 8.5 hours. It's somewhere around about 750 kilometers. So it's not a massive journey, but that's probably the actual longest day we're going to be driving. So we'll stay over in Gävle. Day number 2, we leave from Gävle and we're going to go down to a place called Markaryd. Now, that's not a massive journey. It's 6 hours and 45 minutes according to Google. It's only 606 kilometers, but there we're planning to actually stay off during the day and hopefully meet up with another YouTuber. More details about that to come later. Day number 3 is the rest of Sweden. So Markaryd down to a place called Lotte. I don't know if I've said that right, but it's in Germany anyway. It's just over 8 hours driving. Now, I've never driven through Germany, so it's going to be really interesting to find out what Germany's like to drive through. I've heard about the autobahns and things like that. Probably won't be going on autobahn with Alice, but you never know. So I'm looking forward to actually driving through part of Germany because I've never done that before. Day 4 is to drive from Lotte in Germany through the rest of, I think it's Belgium and into France and then on to Folkestone. So we're going to go through the Channel Tunnel and we'll probably stop off at Folkestone. Spend the night there. I have kind of promised Mrs. the mechanic breakfast on the beach in Folkestone, so hope it's good weather, otherwise we're going to get wet sandwiches for breakfast. So on day 5, the last day, according to my map, we're going to go up to Silverstone, but we're not. We're going to actually continue on past Silverstone and we're going to go up to Nottingham, where I am actually born and actually originated from. So we're going to go up there, we're going to spend a few days with my parents up in Nottingham, and hopefully we can meet up with some of you guys that are in Nottingham. I do have a bit of a job to do on Alice when we get there, but more about that probably when we get there. In this journey, if you know of a car show during this date, and it's probably going to be around the beginning of August time that we leave, so if you know any shows going through Sweden, into Germany, Belgium, France, Folkestone and up around the Nottingham area, then please do let me know and we'll see if we can get there as well, because it would be really, really nice to get as many people as possible to see Alice while she's on her journey. So obviously the 11th of August is the day of all days. That's the day we go down to Silverstone and we spend the day there at Ford Fair. I am so looking forward to this. It is going to be so much fun to put this car out there and let people see her, because I know a lot of people watch her on YouTube and I'm really hoping a lot of people come along and say hello. And if you do see me at the show, please come and say hello. I'd love to meet you guys that actually do follow the channel. You make it all worthwhile. One of the things that is actually crucial to this journey is the sponsors. I do already have a few sponsors. Now, people will have seen on my social media that I'm up to now 4 sponsors. So we've got Norrbotten's Reklam Center, the people that are going to actually put the stickers all over the car. And then in about the space of 2 weeks, another 3 sponsors joined up. So first of all, we have the one and the only Mark II Mitch that has kindly decided he wants to help me with this journey. So he is one of my sponsors on here. Shortly after that, Boulder Motor Meet. Now you will have seen I've done 2 films from there, and they have kindly gone in and they've decided they want to sponsor as well. So Boulder Motor Meet this year is the 7th of September, and obviously I'm going to be there with Alice. So everybody will be able to see the car with all her stickers on. I'm going to keep the stickers on until after Boulder Motor Meet, because that's probably the last show of the year. The latest sponsor, and actually the biggest sponsor, which is one of my now main sponsors, is MK1. I love the name of that company, but it's MK1, and they are a garage in a place called Örjebyn, which is just south of here. Now the owner of that is also a Ford Fantast, so that was really, really nice to get to talk to him. And we're going to get their stickers put on the side of the car. Obviously, they're a big sticker to go on that. They are one of my main sponsors for this journey. So we really, really want to say thank you so much to everybody who is sponsoring this journey already. Now, if you would like to be a sponsor on this, if you have a company or if you would like to sponsor it, then please let me know. Again, my details will be down below and my social media will be down below. But I do have 3 separate sponsor packages depending on people's budgets. So I've got one for £100 or £1,000. I've got one for £200 or £2,000, and I have one for £500 or £5,000. So that is pretty much where we are right now. It's now 6 months away. There's a couple of weeks and then Gustav will be here again to measure the sound. After that, I'm going to start getting her out on the road, using her as my daily driver so people can see the stickers on the side of the car and my sponsors, and get her to as many car shows as possible between now and pretty much the middle of September. So if you want to follow this journey, then please press that subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I'll keep you updated, but I'll see you next week in the next video. Thanks a lot, and bye-bye.